Okay, hey guys, this is Tanya with the Roundcast County Magazine and Podcast, and today we are talking to Whitlee Vaughn. She is a junior at Atlanta High School, fixing to be a senior coming up very soon. And today we're going to be talking about some of her artwork. Tara Collins mentioned her last week, so I thought we would grab her and put her on the podcast this week. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I wrote out a couple of questions that I'm going to ask her so we can kind of get to know her just a little bit better. You are an artist. I know you do all types of work. What was the first thing that inspired you to be creative or crafts, and how old were you?
Well, the first thing that really inspired me would probably be my friends and family who would request art specific pieces, and then they would comment on them and say how, oh my God, I love it, or oh my God, this is so cute. And that's what really gave me the sensation to really
Hey, you
create.
may be pretty good, huh?
This.
Very cool. I love that. Your work with several different types of art and crafting. Which medium feels the most personal to you?
Probably, if I had to say, it would be mixed media because, well, mixed media can be anything and you can do anything with it. There's
Okay.
no limits, there's no boundaries to it, but it can be just whatever you imagine. Like you could take something from cardboard and completely do something different like it, like what I did here.
Okay, so explain this to me. What is this here? This is mixed media then?
Yes.
Okay.
This is mixed media. What I did is a colored self-portrait. We had to take Post-it cards, and basically figure out different ways to put them together. And so I took mine and I kind of assembled it like a puzzle.
Right. I see the different pieces here and how it all connects. So each section is its own little artwork that makes the whole thing.
Yes.
Very cool. I love that. Now, about how long did this take you to do?
It about took me she gives Miss Gina Utley at the high school gives us a timeline. And so we usually have about 3 to 5 days to work on it.
Okay, so you have plenty of time. You don't have to rush or anything like that.
Never rush.
But this is definitely called mixed media because it's so different. I love that though. That's a really new style that you don't see very often.
Yes.
Very cool. I love that. Okay. How did you learn your craft? Were you self-taught, mentored by somebody, or formally trained?
Well, growing up, I was self-taught, and then as I got older, Miss Gina Utley taught me at the high school, and I've always value and love her opinion.
Right.
But for the last 6 months, I've been studying and learning under Tara Collins.
Okay, yeah. Well, Tara, like I said, she is amazing. She's one of my best friends. So talented that you can't go wrong with her. Now, Miss Oatley, I don't know her, but maybe we'll have to get her on the podcast at some point too. That would be really kind of cool.
She would really enjoy that.
Yeah. All right, so you got several different types of artwork here. Can you show us some of your work?
Yes. This is one of my recent ones that had won third place at the Linden Art Flower Trails for sculpture.
Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's kind of 3D looking when you actually look at it. So tell me what it is.
What it is, I made it as a little portrait as my little dog at home, Stella Sam. She's very, very spunky, very cute, lovable. Everyone loves her. But I made her out of buttons, cardboard, felt, and just simple things you could find at home. And what I did, I took it behind, and I can kind of, if you can see that.
Yeah, see how it's like.
Yeah. I took a little cardboard and I stamped it up to get that dimension in there. So that's basically how I built her.
Well, I tell you what's really cool about this is I don't know if you guys can actually see it or not, but when you think of cardboard, like with the little waves, that's actually what this piece is and this piece is here. And then this is like maybe the front side or the cover of the exact same thing.
Yes.
That is really cute. And of course, her little mouth is the felt. And so that's really cute. And the buttons and the eyes.
Yeah.
I love that. That is really cute. See, my brain just doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but I would have never thought about that. So artists are definitely unique individuals for sure.
Yes. The whole assignment was to pick an animal that represents me and us. And so I wanted to pick something that was definitely energetic and still cute but relaxed. So I figured I'd show off my little bulldog.
And what is his name?
Her name is Stella Sam.
What is it?
Stella Sam's.
Stella Sam. Okay, got it. All right. What are some of your different painting styles or crafting techniques that you enjoy working with the most?
Well, one of my very favorite ones would be my Aunt Denise. She taught me how to do this motion with a paintbrush to hold it in front of you and take a fan paintbrush and go. It
Okay.
makes a little splatter on the canvas,
Okay.
which definitely helps if like I'm doing rain or something. And then another one is where you take it and it's called stroking, and you take 3 different colors to a paintbrush, to a slanted one, and you dip it in there at the same time, and then it creates like a rainbow with those 3 colors.
Wow, that's neat. So you like using that. Do you have any
Yeah.
examples of those?
No.
We didn't bring
But
it.
then other examples would probably be Prismacolors.
Okay.
Too. That's a real good color. That's a real good example.
All right.
It's this one right here.
Oh, I love those colors.
This one was one of my favorites that I really wanted to gently show. It's basically Prismacolors are basically a waxy form of crayons,
Okay.
and they are easier to blend like other.
Right. I've seen some blending and stuff going on.
Yes. And it creates they're easier for me to create a different texture because I could just layer over it with what they call a blendable crayon and just blend over it real easy, and so it looks all smooth at the end. But and then you can do whatever you want with it.
So, like, what made you think of this?
Well, our assignment was to do we all know the very famous, it's, like symbolism. We had to create something that had one thing in touch with one another. We had to pick one specific object.
Uh-huh.
We had to pick fruit, for example.
Right.
And we had to go off of that and find many different fruits and create something with it.
Okay, so we got the orange here, lemon. Oh, what is this?
Watermelon.
A watermelon, and then we got the watermelon pieces down here.
Yes.
Very cool. I love
create my little fruit camp. That's what I'll call it.
I love it. That is really gorgeous, though. I love the colors. You guys can't see it the way that I can. Just really brilliant colors, and I love that. Has your artistic style changed over the years since you've gotten older?
Yes, it definitely has. I will say, just throwing it, they've just become little doodles, and then from those doodles on, they become something more. I've done several things at home. I also brought my stick with me.
Cool. Yeah.
So I could kind of show from a little bit. But,
ooh, I like that front one. You got to show that one. So
this one is what I did from Prismacolors too.
That is
They're nice,
gorgeous.
easy, and blended.
Yeah. So that's the same kind of style as this?
Yes, that's the same kind of style as this. I do graphite with just pencils.
That's
Then
pretty.
nice
That's a
little
ladybug. I don't know if you guys can see the ladybug there. Yeah, it's going to be closer. There we go. That's pretty. I love that.
And then,
oh, that's pretty. Show that. So that's a horse.
With just graphite and easy pen that you can do at home.
Even on your robe, I mean, you've got texture to your robe there. It's really
textures really, really, really help create that detail.
Yeah, makes it look real almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's one that I've done for my aunt Denise. It's a dragonfly, and that's also Prisma. And what I've done for the highlights is take paint pens and gone over it with the little white spots where the highlights should be.
Now I love the eyes on this one. You really blended the pink and the purple and the blues together. That's really beautiful. I love that.
Here's another one that I've done for my dad.
Oh, very cool. Deer?
Yes.
That's neat. So you said you started off pretty young. How young were you when you really started enjoying?
I would probably say 6 or 7.
Okay.
Because with my mom, whenever I was in first grade, I've heard the story many a times. She would always say that whenever I was in first grade, my teacher was having a baby shower, and all the parents had to vote on which like handwriting they liked best from all the students because we were going to create a banner for her. And so all the parents really liked mine because my cursive was so good from such a young age too, and that really also I do calligraphy, so that really inspired me too because all the parents comments.
Yeah. Well, and you're so precise, it seems like. And so at a young age, you've always had that.
Yes.
So how would you describe how you've grown? You said you started off maybe as doodles and then you went to calligraphy and that kind of thing. And then you've just kind of grown from there.
Yes. I would say that usually that like from a young age, usually most people could just YouTube anything nowadays. I had to learn from just like watching like my grandpa or my grandma just draw these like simple little things like a dog or something just made out of shapes. And then it just became easier and easier for me.
Okay. So you may have some of this hereditary. And you said, do your grandparents draw as well or do
My grandpa used to draw.
Okay.
He always loved to doodle whenever he had spare time.
Uh-huh.
And then my dad also used to like it, and I have learned some stuff from my dad too. So it's hereditary, definitely.
Yeah, you definitely grew up with it, which is really cool.
Yes.
What is one piece you've created that holds special meaning or tells an important story in your life?
Ooh, that's hard. I would probably have to say my favorite piece would probably be, I don't have it now to show, but it would probably be a self-portrait I did for my dad for Father's Day of my grandpa that had passed away whenever I was a freshman.
What?
It was really meaningful.
Absolutely. I can't even imagine that. That would be amazing.
It was a very difficult loss for us, but we got through it. I mean, he would always encourage me. I know if he was still alive now, he would encourage me to paint. And
Yeah.
and I love it.
So, yeah, and that's really important, especially as you get older. You're fixing to get into college and that kind of thing. Are you going to major in art or what are your plans there?
My plan is that after high school, I will eventually major in art, and then I will move on from there and try and see if there's anything in Atlanta here small. And I'm willing to do and open to doing anything, honestly, because it's such a small town. But as like I grow and I continue to grow, I plan to move to bigger cities.
Right. Yeah.
You
A
know,
lot of times you
trying
do.
to
And
stay-
then when you get older, you'll come back. That's
Yeah.
what I did. You always come back.
Yes.
All right. Let's see here. Where do you usually find inspiration for your artwork? I notice you got the flower or the colors of fruit and your puppy.
Yes.
The one.
I
What else?
usually find inspiration from my family members that I love, and usually in nature. Like I won't expect it, but I'll just be sitting outside on my porch and I'll watch like the hummingbirds, and I'll be like, "Oh, I have an idea for that." So I mean, they don't come as quickly to art block, but they eventually come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, like you said, I know a lot of times you can be out and you can see something and you'll go,
Yes.
I remember that. Nature is really good about that for sure. What is the most challenging type of project you've ever worked on and what did it teach you as an artist?
Mine would probably be wood burning, definitely, because
Okay.
whenever I was in elementary, we had this thing called BESS, and it would teach us different skills that we could use. And so I would have to say just learning to like get all those little details in just like one mark would probably be the hardest
Right.
part.
Right. That would be hard.
And then it's there forever and you can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't change it, right?
Yes.
You may have to fix it in other ways or whatever. What advice would you give someone who wants to start painting or creating crafts but feels intimidated?
I would probably say a lot of people nowadays usually feel intimidated to do art. I would probably say don't, like, if you just doodle a small little thing, don't throw that away because you can either learn from that and keep it and save it for later, because that's what I've done from the years and saved all of them. And or you could just look up little videos or tutorials.
There's so much you can do online.
Yes, there's so much you can do.
So much online. And like you were saying, if you keep things, a lot of times you can go back years later and grow off of what you done 5 or 6 years ago.
You can improve.
Always improve, guys. And the more you mature, the more you're going to improve on every little thing. So
Yes.
that's a great idea to keep everything. I love that. All right. Let's see. What advice would you give someone who, I've already said that one. Looking back at your artist journey, which I know you're still just a junior,
Yes.
what has creating art taught you about yourself?
Probably what I would say if I was younger, if I could go back and say something to my earlier freshman stuff. So it would probably be, don't give up. Don't be discouraged, even though you see impressive things that are really, really, harder and difficult for you. Just keep going. Keep pushing. Don't give up.
Don't give up. I agree with that. I have gone through a lot of different things and done lots of things, and one thing you just can't do is give up. That's exactly right. Now, Tara was telling me that you're now at Pixel and Palette.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Well, that adventure is a wild journey to begin with, because these students are already asking me like what the difference is between graphite and water soluble pastels. And I mean, it's not that really difference. They just have a lower wax consistency in them. But I'm just like shocked and blown away about what they're asking at this age, because at that age, I wasn't really thinking about that. All I just wanted to do was just draw and get it out there on the page.
Right.
I didn't want to think about that.
The actual artistic part. You just want to get it done.
Yes.
Create. I get that. So what age group do you teach?
Usually I teach about elementary, so about 3rd graders, 4th graders, 5th graders, and so on.
Right. And you meet there. You have a little room back in the back there.
Yes.
And how much do you charge? Or does it vary?
It varies beyond what we're doing.
Okay.
Like sometimes if it's really difficult, we would probably charge about $15 or $25. But then if it's simple, we charge $5.
Okay. So it depends on what you're doing.
Yes. And I'm still doing the paint parties with parent too.
Okay.
On the side too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know that's a lot of fun. Yes, for sure.
Especially with Jim Davenport.
We talked about him. You can't help not talking Jim Davenport. He's a mess. That is for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
So, let's see. As far as you're doing the work with Tara, you're doing your own stuff as well. How can people get in contact with you?
You can probably either text me on my Facebook or my Facebook Messenger and get in contact with me, and I'll be happy to do anything. If you really want me to do something for you, I'm happy to do whatever medium that you can. Or you could probably email me at my email is whitkv at gmail.com.
So what is it? What is it?
whitkv at gmail.com.
KV?
Yes.
So Whit,
Whit
H-I-T?
Yes, HIT KV at gmail.com.
Okay. And your phone number?
Is 903-650 0349.
0349. All right. And of course, if they need to, they can always reach out to Tara. Tara, I'm sure, has her information as well.
Yes.
So is there anything you'd like to tell anybody in town here as far as the artwork goes or anything like that?
If you're just starting out, I would say just don't give up. Keep trying and always, always, always keep pushing. You can always improve. But if there's anything that you would like sharing or would like help with, I would be happy to help and look at it. If anyone has any questions.
That's awesome. So if you have any questions about any type of art, maybe even a drawing that she could do for you or a painting of your home or grandchildren or anything like that, one thing I didn't ask, or if I did ask, I wasn't clear on it. What is your favorite type? I know Tara liked the, what did she call it? With the paper, Terry.
Yeah, she likes the collage.
Yes. So what, do you like the mixed media the best?
I like mixed media the best, probably, because I can do whatever I want with it. And there's no rules, no boundaries.
Yeah, I think I would probably, if I was artistic, I think that's what I would like. But my favorite one out of all of them is this this one here. I think that is just unbelievable. It's really, really cool. And to have that frame would be really nice. It's a really cool picture. You did great on that, Whitlee. Very new. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up today. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I've got her information. I can get you in contact. Again, she's at Pixel and Palettes in downtown Atlanta. Do you know the address? I'm not sure I know it.
No, I'm not sure I know it either.
Okay. Well, you can always look it up on Facebook. They do have a Facebook page. Again, you can reach out to Whitlee. You can reach out to me. You can also reach out to Tara, and we can definitely get you in touch. So it was a pleasure meeting with you today.
It was a pleasure meeting with you too.
Thank you. And our sponsors today are Domino Federal Credit Union, Texarkana Contractors, CMB Bank, and Fire and Knives in Linden. And we're at the sweet spot. So you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.